right, so question number one is that a lot of businesses that we talk to or hear of tend to say something along the lines of, we've been in the game for a decade, 2 decades, we've got a lot of great clients, the referrals keep coming in, we don't really need to do business development. Now, why is that mindset potentially a problem?
I've been in business for 3 decades, and I think those people who refer to have been in business for 2 decades have been at least through 2 or 3 cycles, downturns, genuine downturns. And in those times, people realise very quickly they need business development. Even if it's relying on existing clients and seeing its existing clients, or talking to affiliates and learning about what's going on in the market. I think to take anything for granted when business is going well is not a good business move.
So myth number 2 is that there is a bit of a belief or notion out there that business development is purely a personality thing. And to extend upon that line of thinking, it's something that's innate in individuals and therefore can't be trained. You either have it or you don't. So what do you make of that assumption?
You do not have to be an extrovert to do business development. That is a myth. You need to have reasonable good communication skills. You need to enjoy a conversation. You need to like people. Most people like all those things. Most people who take senior roles within organisations are people that can communicate with staff. What we need to do is get them out in the marketplace to extend that communication to their existing clients or the affiliates or even new customers for that matter. They can do that, but you need to give them the tools to do that. They're not familiar with the exercise. At Leads BD, we only ask them to do 2 tasks per week. That task could be an email, it could be a text. Both those things take 30 seconds or a minute in total. So there's no excuse not to do 2 BD things a week. Now imagine if there's 4 people, that's 8 things a week. Prior to that, they were probably doing 1 or 2, if not none at all.
So the next myth I want to deconstruct here is, and I'll give an example for this, a senior partner or senior director at an organisation. The obvious move may seem like, if you want to grow, why don't I just hire a business development expert that can take on that growth for me?
Employing business development people is not a bad thing. It wouldn't be my first choice. My first choice would be to get more business development actions out of the people that currently understand your business, who are the technical experts, who understand your culture, who understand your values very, very well. My choice would be to educate them and give them the tools and the support to be better at what they do. And that just circles back to make the mountain smaller, make it easier for them to climb. They are the best people to promote your business.
Okay, so let's dig into our analogy a little bit further. So we've adopted the internal growth policy, let's just call it, as it pertains to business development. A follow-up question and potentially a myth or concern would be trying to ascertain what amount of business development constitutes too much, too little. Where is that magic point? Where is that balance, and how do you find it?
It's an interesting question. Not so much initially about people who are going to do the business development, but about leadership. So leadership's been the rainmaker. They are very used to winning business. They're very used to making cold calls, warm calls, attending network events, a number of things to drive new business. Recognising that other senior people within the organisation are not like them and have a willingness to do business development, but are afraid it's a cold call. They're concerned that every meeting they have, they must win work, otherwise it's a failure. So therefore, changing a BD mindset and creating a new culture within an organisation is the first step. When you get people aligned to BD and understanding what it is, and they realise they don't have to make cold calls 3 times a week, it becomes more obtainable for them to do. When they realise that they bumped into someone walking down the road and then said in that conversation, oh, why don't we grab a coffee? That is BD. That is a social connection that they should be recognised. That is a step towards making an opportunity.
All right, great. And so final question is not so much a myth, but it's definitely a barrier and quite a strong barrier that we see a lot, and I'm sure you yourself have experienced within your own business operations over the years. And that is one about being busy. When you're either too busy and can't find the time to start meaningful, consistent business development, or you're busy and you might give it a crack for a couple of months and then get snowed under and then it gets put to the wayside. So when is the right time to really start meaningful, consistent business development when there are all these external factors going on?
The right time's now, and I know you're busy, but why it's important to do it now is because if I was your competitor, I'm seeing your client right now, or I am visiting the opportunity that's going to occur in a month or 2 months' time. So if you're not in business development, you can be left behind. So therefore, we need to circle back to the basics of, if someone's very busy, how can we keep them active? And that's by choosing activities that keep them constantly doing things, 2 actions a week. And as I say, if they're attending a one network event or a LinkedIn message or an email, those things are simple things that can occur and keeps you active and in the forefront of new clients and existing clients and affiliates for that matter. It's important for your own brand equity that you're present in the market as well, so people know that you are busy and doing things.